$1,900 now, making it even 2,000. Increments jump at 2,000. Be the first one there. I have $1,900. Do I hear 2,000? Jumping at 2,000. Let's go to $2,000 and the increment jump. At 1,900, do I have an advance to $2,000?
Well,
I will say fair warning.
I don't know if we're live or not. All right.
1,900. Lot 37. $3,100. Do I hear 32? 32. Now I need 34. I have 34. Do I hear 36?
Hey guys, how is the audio? I don't know how the audio comes through with this guy talking in the background. I can lower that. Whew. I know it's been a while since we've had a live. We're not opening packs tonight.
4,000 is next. Come on in at $4,000. 39. Do I hear 4?
Oh, I'm not going to win it. I think it's already past the point where I can where I'm going to bid on it. However, we just never know. Can you guys hear the auctioneer on your end? Okay, Zard Lurking says it's fine. Oh man, so I'm logged in, so I can bid on stuff, but I don't think that's going to be happening. If you guys look down here, we got a ways to go until we get to the pre-release Raichu. We're on lot 37, so it's been taking about 1 minute per lot. But I think the pre-release Raichu, we've got some Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh stuff coming up. The pre-release Raichu is number 62, so we probably got about 30 minutes to sit here and talk. But there are some other really cool items that we're going to see auctioned off here soon. So you guys are welcome to throw questions and that kind of stuff in the comments if you want to talk about other things. I can mute this guy if I need to. Unless you guys are interested in Magic. Whew. What's up, old school? Yeah, I'm trying to figure. It's been so long since I did a live, I don't even know if I can do it right. Oh, man. All right, y'all say he's low? Good. On my end, he's kind of loud, so I lowered him down some, but I don't like talking over people. that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. All right, don't know if you remember Rusty, but still have the PSA 9 Zarude. I won in your giveaway a long time ago. Greetings from Germany. What is up, man? Yeah, I'm surprised there's this many of you guys jumping in here into the chat, because I just created this like 3 minutes ago. I didn't think I was going to be able to do this live because of my kids are at, well, I've got one kid at jiu-jitsu, and we got a movie night tonight. And I got 2 other kids right now taking care of some stuff. But let me look at, let's see if I can go over here and see what we got going on. So we're still in the Magic stuff right now. There was a lot of Magic product that, I went ahead and muted him for a second. There's a lot of Magic product that went here in the very beginning. So like if you go back all the way to the beginning, check this out. This is an Alpha Lotus. It's got an Auto 10, Richard Garfield. He's like, you know, the game, the one who created the game, I believe. Near mint 7.5, only $62,000. Like, man, Alpha Magic the Gathering is so scarce, but it has done so bad over these past 5 years. When I bought my BGS 7.5, I got it for $70,000, and this was before the initial boom back in 2020. And man, even now, it's not even back up to that price. It's crazy. It went down so much. I used to try to get all of the Alpha stuff, but I did cash out on a decent amount of it because I saw it wasn't going that far. Tom says, any Umbreon lots? I don't know if there are or not. I did see there was like a Latios from Team Up. Vector says, is the auctioneer going to do the funny fast voice some auctioneers do? I doubt that, because the point here, I mean, I think they try to drag it out as much as possible. That's the whole point of having this time added on, you know, after the bidding is technically ended. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Crafty, are you interested in any of the other items in this lot? I am. I just don't know if I'm going to actually bid. There is let me go over here to this. So if we look ahead to we haven't caught up to where we were. I like the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but I think it's higher than what I want. Look at this guy right here. So this is a Creatures deck, 25th anniversary. It's already at 80 grand for like the minimum bid. So I mean, this is already fairly expensive. The current bid is $77,500, which is, I guess that'd be over $100,000 if we're looking at it. If I'm looking at this correctly, with the buyer premium and everything that goes in with it. And so that's, as far as, I don't know like how many of these are sold in the background, but I was willing to go up to about 75 on this if I didn't win the Raichu, which I'm not going to win the Raichu because it is already more than I'm willing to pay for it. But there are some other really cool items, and I am considering bidding on some of them, but those were the main two. And I believe there are some boxes, some other cool things later on. Like, I doubt I'll bid on this, especially since it's already, at $11,000. Like, that seems pretty expensive, but maybe discos are making a comeback. I don't know. But here's the pre-release Raichu. You got the Latios, and this is CGC 10, and it's already over $8,000. Because see, the minimum bid is $6,500, so that's $8,150 as the actual price that you're paying. So I find that to be a bit interesting to see where these prices are at on some of this stuff. But programmers, thank you so much for the membership. You're always jumping in here giving memberships, even after all this time. And I haven't given you guys any lives in a long time. Member for 37 months. What an accomplishment. All right. King Pokemon, what's up, man? Where do you think it's going to end? Come on. Gary, where do you think this thing is going to end at? Because I want to say that I wouldn't have thought, I don't know. Well, I think what I initially thought it was going to end between 2 and 250. But it wouldn't have surprised me if it went to 500 or even a million. But, that's just like throwing crazy numbers out there because, one's never actually sold. All right, let me see the chat over here. The Axe said, maybe turn him up when something interesting comes up. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and maybe we'll see, how the bidding goes on it. Pokey Johnny, I collect Raichu, so this is exciting. Do you really? What Raichus are you missing? I mean, other than this one, or do you have them all? Old school Pokemon, what did you do, man? You retracted a message? What is going on here? You retracted your own, or did you get hit? You get hit with the band hammer from Zard lurking? And Everett, we like to listen to what you say. You have to say, well, I feel like I've talked out everything at this point, but it seems like there's always something new going on in the market right now. Zard lurking, any other items you're going after at the moment? There are some things that I'm going after personally for my own collection, but from this particular auction, I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. I might bid on some of the sealed product at the end. What movie are you guys going to watch? I don't even know. We went to a farm earlier today, and we were walking around, and we got to pet the pigs and the horses and stuff. But we got to ride like a little tractor ride, and then with the same people, we're going to go have a movie night over at their place. And so they probably already know. My wife has probably already told me, but I've already forgotten. So, all right. In my opinion, the Garfield devalues that one. Would be different story if Christopher Rush. Okay, I can understand that because you have the creator versus the artist. And so he's talking about the Alpha Black Lotus. Vector C, maybe the Garfield auto lowered the price since it's not Rush. So Vector C saying the same thing. The Axe, I promise not to bid against you. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, if you guys run me up, you run me up. I might just do like the little red clicking bid type thing. Tom, if I bid on anything, I don't know if I'm going to yet or not. Tom says, that's okay. I bought a Japanese Lovebirds in a 10, but I passed, or I almost bought one, wishing I would have bought it seeing the prices today. I mean, hindsight's 2020. Who would have thought it would have went up this much? I mean, you've got a 10 in the Latios, or you could have like a 7 in a first edition Charizard. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Marty, you ever had any issues with Heritage? No, they just, like most auction houses and Fanatics and places like that, they just take forever to actually process your payment and then send it out. Has this become a crowdfunding project? Oh, I have no idea. I haven't even thought about that, but that's a good thing to bring up. Kevin says, hey, Rusty, I've never bid on Heritage before. Any quick tips for someone new? Yeah, get ahead of the game. Get on there. Make sure you're registered. Make sure you have your tax information for sales, tax exemption. Also for have like bank account statements and that kind of stuff so that you don't have to worry about dealing with bid limitations because they do have that kind of thing, or they have in the past. Old school, I'm going to take a wild guess and say 450K. Zard lurking, he did a typo. He might be. This is my, see, I never keep up with chat, but I'm getting ready to, I'm about to be caught up. But 450K, I don't know, that wouldn't surprise me at this point. I mean, it's already technically, what, at like $300-some thousand because the bid's 260, and it might even be more than that. I don't know. I haven't looked in the past hour or so. I thought I got gift, but didn't. Took back my thank you. Oh, okay. All right, there we go. So you retracted a thank you, and now you got me all confused up here. King Pokemon says that should be close as well. So looks like Gary and Old School are both thinking about the 450 part. And I think if you get 450K for a 6 on the Raichu, does this become the new most expensive card out there? Because the Illustrator isn't getting that kind of price for that same grade. And, you know, the Illustrator has always been like the top card because of the price that it achieves at any grade. But there's only a few Raichus. So, I mean, this is going to be one sale. It's going to be like a data point. Zard lurking. No one could have seen this market craze coming. Makes 2020 boom seem like nothing. Parts of it, yes. Some of it's kind of similar. I mean, there are things that haven't boomed in either one of them, which is kind of crazy. Old School. He says to Gary, are you coming to Card Party or Chicago Collecticon? Yeah, I think we'd all like to know. All right, insert pause. Home says, hey, Rusty, nice to see you live. It's been a while. It has been a while. Man, every evening I've got something going on. It feels like I've got something going on during the day, plus work, then trying to just record a little bit for YouTube, and then the evenings are pretty eat up. And then Gulfside Fishing says, long time no stream. All right, I am caught up with chat. So if you guys do have any questions about anything, you're welcome to ask. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of look at this auction here. The Pokemon stuff is still coming. We are on auction lot number 43. You can see it's 4:43 Eastern Standard Time. It started at 4, so we've been averaging about 1 minute per auction. And so hopefully that means here in about 20 minutes or so, we will be caught up to the pre-release Raichu. We've got these, whatever these are. I mean, illustrations. I don't know. Is this Magic the Gathering stuff? I don't even know. 5 Rings Publishing Group. It's the Legend of 5 Rings collectible card game. So I don't really know what that is, but it looks like some people do have a taste for it because they're buying some of this stuff. But I don't know much about it. We do have a Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon first edition booster box coming up, so that'll be interesting. It's already a little bit higher than what I would want to pay just because I bought the last few for under 20,000. I think I got them for 16 and 18 or something like that. But it doesn't surprise me that, you know, it's already, you know, it's bumped up a little bit like everything else. To me, this is one of the underrated boxes. And this is kind of cool here too. Man, that's a lot more expensive than I thought it'd be. Is this the platinum version? That's the gold version. That's probably why. All right, let me jump back over here. Anytime I click on the screen, it makes my pop-out chat go away. But if I try to minimize it, it's going to minimize it on OBS as well. All right. So King Pokemon says he'll see him in Chicago. Well, I was hoping to see you at Card Party. All right, enjoy. I think the difference is that there are a handful of PSA Illustrator Pikachus and only one PSA Raichu. So I'm not sure if a one-off can be considered the most expensive card. I think you're right, but at the same time, it doesn't change the facts of how many there are. There are just so many illustrators now. I mean, because if you go by that logic right there, then you're kind of you're trying to take in the entire market, and then so if you compare it to something that is less scarce, like a first edition Charizard from base, then you've got a lot of those, right? And so I think, you know, when you say that the Illustrator is the most expensive card, it's pretty much, up until now, it's been the most expensive card pretty much at every grade. And so that this might be a case where it's not going to be the most expensive card at, say, like a 6th grade or like just something less than a near mint. But we'll see. The Axe, that was quite the video of your attic with the modern collection. Sorry to hear the entire house does smell like cardboard. It's not terrible. At least I don't think. I mean, I'm kind of used to it. Gary, you've been here. Old School, it's been a while. You've been here. It's been a year or so since you've been here, right? Or did you come this past year? No, you skipped out on us this year, right? I saw you at Wonders. Man, I can't even remember now who all was here. I got it ever since you missed the 1 year. Like, I've got it confused whether or not you've been here. But anyways, you guys let me know, for those of you who have been to my house. Does it smell really bad? Like, is the cardboard really awful? All right, let's see. Old School said, we need a Pokemon League pin boom. Yeah, I mean, you've probably done pretty well off of the pins. But I'm still going to say that I'm going to stick with the deal that we made. I really like the first edition blisters. Haven't sold those. I did open up one of the gold strips, which you actually got to open it, but there wasn't anything cool in it other than the fact that we knew that they were shadowless decks. Mo2, he says the buyer's premium is crazy. He is exactly right. So if you guys go look at this auction here, so if I come in here and I bid 340, the actual price is 425. There is a minimum bid up, but it's a 25% price increase from what you bid to the actual price you pay, and then you're going to have to pay insurance, sales tax, credit card fees, insurance. All of those things get added after, and you don't even see them as well. But the 25% is a huge amount, because if you look at, say, this Blue Eyes White Dragon box, the bid is $19,000, and you don't see it on here, but it says the buyer's premium is 25%. But if you go back down here, you can actually see where it says $23,750. So there's $4,750 more than what you've actually bid. And it looks like that will be coming up next. Not quite up to it yet. All right, so Crafty says, where's that card to the left of the Charizard? That's a strange one. I'd have to look at it. I see there's the Raichu. You have Raichu in the middle, Charizard's to the left. Maybe this was put in at a different time. Weaver never asked exactly how many illustrators there are there. I mean, I would think that there's got to be getting upwards of 100 of those things. I mean, at least 50 have been graded at this point, right? All right. Okay, so this is the Blue Eyes White Dragon box. Let's just see if it closes here. Where's it going? Where's it going? Looks like it might close there. I don't get the whole cut thing versus the regular bid. Why wouldn't you just do it at 19.5? All right, so 19,000 was it. This is kind of interesting. It's a gold version of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Japanese 20th anniversary. So if I bid 11,000, it would actually be 13,750. There it is. Is it pure gold? I don't know if it is or not. It's definitely interesting to see. What's your favorite promo card of late, says Wizard Hunter OG. So I think one that's underrated is the Rockets Wobbuffet. And I say that as I sell them for super cheap. But I increased my CGC 10s recently. Digimon. What I'll do is I'm going to mute it there. That way I can kind of read this stuff. But it's kind of interesting to see that Digimon card. That must be some kind of exclusive preview. That's very expensive. All right, so Old School says he missed last year. Sorry, man. I thought you were here this year because I remember seeing you at Wonder. But I don't know. Did we even hang out at my house? Did you just wander around and ignore me the whole time? I don't know how that is. Well, I'll take the rap. Zardlurk says Rusty have to seen the uptick in price for amazing rares from Vivid Voltage and PSA 10, especially the Rayquaza. I did notice that the Rayquaza was expensive. I bought a bunch of 9s. You guys know this. And I was surprised because those things were just so cheap for the longest time. I mean, the PSA 10s were selling for like $20. And so I don't know how the other ones have done, but I know the Rayquaza was over $100 last time I checked, but it was only like a $30 PSA 10. The Axe says you're probably nose blind to it by now. He's talking about the cardboard. Man, this Digimon card is going on up there. Look at that, 3,800, 4,000. I wasn't even aware of this card right here. It looks like a card that I used to have. It's not even a 10, it's an 8. This must be a Gold Prism exclusive preview. There's got to be something on it that makes it different. Tom says, I'm just glad Celebrations had the Gold Star Underground reprint. That was a card I'd never be able to buy. Thanks to the Poke guys for that set, multiple. It's still a really good card. Thank you, Through Pants Barkley. He says, King Pokemon, you are a legend. Man, this thing is still going. $6 grand, $6,500. So if I wanted to bid at 7, that'd be $8,750. I mean, this thing's getting close to $10,000 now. All right, King says he didn't notice the bad smell. All right, good. Royalty says, hey, Rusty, you think those open boxes are all original and not all lights? I would hope that they're original, but I don't know, man. The thing is, with like the jungle and the base, as soon as you get the box, you should be able to weigh those packs out and tell for sure. And if you find that they're all lights, I think you would have a legitimate case when talking with Heritage. Be like, hey, these aren't, like, these were weighed out, and this is not all original to the box. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to say, but the way people are bidding, I think they're going to bid as if it is all from the same box. Man, this card is over 11 grand. Whew. Man. Kevin says Heritage seems all about pumping the numbers. Haha. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see. Sometimes they get some really good prices. People might just come in here and just buy stuff. I mean, I don't know. Why is there a virus premium so high? Is that normal? What is a virus premium? I'm not sure what that is. Kevin says, oh, he's talking about Etsy. Craft Eye can only cut bid once. Okay, well, that makes sense. Looks like we have a Dragon Ball Z uncut sheet, so that's kind of cool. I don't necessarily care for that unless that's like, is this holographic? Trying to zoom in. I don't think it is. This looks more like Dragon Ball. Well, I guess that would be Z. Got Gohan, Vegeta. There's Baby Goku. That's Goten. Trunks. Okay. Yeah, Pycon. All them. Woo. Let me get back over to the chat. There we go. All right. Heritage Auctions looks like Sotheby's and saying that the market is like this. Madman Paul, so was the Gengar from Lost Origin. It was $2 for so long. Now it is $55. Really? I see the back room is in here. Good to see you. Can you explain the cut bid one more time? I think it's just like where you don't have to bid the full $1,000 up. You get to do like half of the bid, but then he's saying that you can only do it once, maybe per item or maybe for the auction. I really don't know. Royalty says, thinking about them high. Thanks for your opinion on it. Yeah, I mean, I have been too. I don't know. Heavy packs, they used to have like a really high premium. Now it's kind of went back down a little bit because it's like, I guess the box price is pushed up. And so you would think that the heavy pack price would have pushed up the same margin, but I don't think it did. TubeCat says, how long until the Raichu? So we're on 36.52. I believe it's 36.62. So hopefully about 10 minutes or so. Zard lurking, Rusty, I was so bummed that I missed you and your family at Charlotte last month. It was my first con. Had a good time. Oh, man. I only made it through like a tenth of the tables. There was so much there. And I got caught up because there were so many deals. I bought a ton of that Charizard 151 between $750 and $800. And just almost everybody was priced there. I put one up for sale for $1,300 and it sold, and then another one for $1,400. And it was the lowest on the market, so I imagine it's going to sell too. It's crazy how the prices have just went up so much for a lot of cards. Some things have stayed the same, some have retraced, but a lot of stuff is just, it's just been up and up and up. Kevin says, do you happen to have any idea how they can scan or take photos of the really large items? Would like to make images like that. They are very nice. I believe they have a giant scanner. Don't quote me on that, but I have heard that these big auction places, they have giant scanners, and they can do that. Football shorts, what was your max bid again? Yeah, I'll tell you this. If I was still a player on the pre-release Raichu, I wouldn't be showing my bid live, but I'd probably have myself logged out, and then I'd have another screen, or I'd be doing it on my phone. I definitely wouldn't be saying it live so people could bid me up. That could cost me tens of thousands of dollars right in an instant. Shogun Master, are you going to be bidding on it? No, it's already more expensive than I'm willing to pay for it, but I do want to watch it. This is historic. It's the very first time it's ever went publicly, so I want to see where the price is going to go. It is like the main feature of the entire auction itself. You can see it in the background here behind this girl who is, I guess I didn't even notice we switched from the dude to her. I guess they do that to keep, people their attention, on the screen, seeing different people come in, different voices, probably also to give their voices a rest so that they don't get like fatigued. Tubecat, nice to stay. Nice, we'll stay for that. It's already late in the EU, 11 p.m., time for bed. Man, it's supper time here. I am hungry. The card I was talking about earlier to the left of the Charizard is that Charmander on Magic stock. See, I can't see the Charmander. Like, what am I looking at something? Oh, yes. Okay. So, yeah, he's talking about this card down here. Let me flip over here. So, Radar was probably involved in this, but this is like a here. This is a base hit Charmander that was like ghost printed on the backside of a Magic card, and I believe the other side's white. Oh no, it's not. It's a swamp. So you can see it's a Magic card, and then on the other side, you've got the Charmander Ghost Stamp. There was a Pikachu that sold for a pretty decent price, so it's definitely a unique card, and as far as I understand it, these come directly through a WotC employee, so they definitely have some value. Here we're looking at this thing right here. I mean, this is, what is this? A bandana? Over $1,000. And I say over 1,000, you see 850, like, make sure if you go to bid on something, like, it's not the bid that you put in. It's the bid plus 25%, and then the way I do it, I go ahead and say 30% because you have all that other stuff that they add on to. And so, like, if there's $1,000 bid, just figure that you might be paying $1,300 all in, to get this thing. But this bandana, man, it is going pretty crazy. People are they're eating that sucker up. I'm surprised with that. All right, have you seen any scams happen to those cards at those card show events? I haven't seen them, but I mean, I've probably been scammed and I didn't even know it. Kobe Collects, thank you so much for the membership. You gave it to Royalty, so we have a new member. Definitely appreciate that. Shogun Master, what grade is it? It is a PSA 6, and we're talking about the pre-release Raichu. Vector C says, maybe she's the one with TCG experience. Imagine some clueless dude trying to pronounce Raichu. I mean, we'll see, right? I mean, I don't know. That would make sense to put somebody up there who has experience with TCG stuff, but if all you're doing is like going through a process of auctioning stuff off, then you're probably going to want your best auctioneer up there, even if they don't have experience with it. Vector C. Oh, no, I just read that. Kobe. TCA, how do we feel about the Chinese exclusives? I love the cards in the market over the last year. I think that they are very risky. But that's all I know about it. So, large population, large market, but there's not much I can say about it because I don't have much experience with them. The bandana is going higher than I thought. Yeah, same. Hater says heritage fees are diabolical. I complain about them, but, if you consign with me, I charge 20%. But I mean, a portion of that does go towards eBay fees. It does go down if it's over a certain point, though. It drops to 10% if it's over 5,000. Like, I can't imagine charging 25% on top. But, at least, it is what it is. They get some really good prices. Here we've got a championship arena, Gem Mint 10, PSA 10. I'm kind of surprised that this one isn't going for a little bit more. Maybe I could be wrong, but that might have been a decent price. So here we have a 2022 World Championships Lottery gift poster signed by Ishihara. So I think the big thing here is PSA DNA Authentic Auto. I would think that the Ishihara Auto would be the big thing with this. Honest question, after seeing your collection value grow so much in this bull run, did it change your outlook on life knowing you are now like set? Haha. I mean, in a way, but at the same time, like, I still want to enjoy life, but I enjoy doing things. I'm still grinding it out every single day, selling stuff, taking pictures, dealing with customers. Yeah, I don't have to do that, but I do enjoy that aspect of the hobby. Fanatics the same way, buyer's premium. Yeah, I don't like the buyer's premium because it hides what you're really paying, or it tries to. But if you know what you're looking at, then it doesn't. But if you're new to it, then you may not see it that way and just put in your bid, which is, it's kind of sneaky. Have you heard anything else about the fake test prints? I have not. There's a buyer's premium. There's a seller's premium from Heritage. I don't know. I hope not. All right, so right now, if I wanted to bid $80,000 on this, it would be marked up 25%, so I would be paying $100,000. So right now, this is the other item I was considering bidding on, but it's already a lot more than I would want to pay. I do think the cards are really cool, but if they were English, you best believe I'd be going for it. But wow, it just jumped $90,000, so just jumped another 12.5. All right, there's an internet bid of 100 grand, so that's at 125. Wow, man, look at this one. That one is the creatures deck. Is it going to finish out? 110,000. Oh man, the beta Chansey. But the Charizard. Yeah, it's still 25% even if you get to the 100K plus ranges, which you can negotiate with them. Like if you do it beforehand, you might be able to negotiate a lower hammer price premium. Gosh, wow. 130 grand. Oh man. So that's about 170 grand. Man, this is... Have they went for this much in the private sector? Or even publicly and I just missed it? See, I thought they were like 60 to 80,000. Hater says Championship Arena did sell cheap. Last sold 4K. And there's one live on alt for 3K before buyer's premium. Wow. We got a bid at 140. Man, they did good. Oh, 150. Dude. If they get 160,000, so it's over it's at $200,000 now for this creatures deck. Man. Look how quick those next bids are too. It's like bam. It's not even an internet bid, it's somebody on the phone or something. What are they doing? Just raising their hand? Man, what do you guys think about that? So the backroom asked, why wouldn't somebody just sell it privately and avoid those fees? Because I don't know, you could get this much privately. I don't think you could get $160,000. But I could be wrong. Like, I must be out of it. I mean, because that was a lot higher than I would have thought. KY, I agree with you. That Latios already at 8K. That's high. I think that, I mean, that's the CGC gym at 10, not the PSA 10 or the Pristine 10. All right, what do you guys think about this one? Think we'll get another bid? This is a really cool card. It'd be something that would technically be like up my alley, but if it was a Charizard, man, I would be all over it. All right, we got the Raichu coming up soon. Hater says, that's crazy, 185K including buyer's premium. I've seen one sell around 80K privately not long ago. Yeah, I mean, when they first come out, the lowest I heard was 14K, but I heard of several 40Ks, a couple 50s and 60s. 200. So the conclusion is get a job in Pokemon. It might take you a while to work your way up there. It was only like 200 or 300 of them. All right, so this is a no rarity Charizard. I haven't kept up with the market on this that much. So it's about 6K or so right now after buyer premium. Seems about right, but I don't know. I remember when they were like $2,000. King Pokemon, after 27 years active in the hobby, I feel the same as you, Rusty. I don't have to participate, but I love the hobby and always have. Yeah, I mean, it's like I haven't been around as long as you, and I haven't been selling as long as you. Probably not even half the time you have, but it's like it's almost like a part of who I am now. Now, this one is surprising to me. I didn't think it would be worth this much. It's just authentic. Sitting at 11.5, so that's almost $15,000. It's not graded. It's an Alakazam. All right. Matt said someone probably figured if they paid $179, they'll pay $2. I guess. Crafty, if it was a Charizard, you best believe that price would be up there. Yeah, I think so too. You're talking about the Magic the Gathering and Charmander card. 13.5. Free says the one of one test prints kind of give me arts and crafts vibes. I'd buy many real cards before looking at something like that. Yeah, I've got the uncut sheet where it has that row across the bottom, and those look really cool. But I don't know. I prefer it with all of the card on there because you could just do that with like acetone, right? I mean, you'd have to have the card itself, which is already really rare. Insert pause home said, would you ever consider opening up a LGS like you used to have back in the days, or is it too much work? I think it's too much commitment. I don't mind the work. Uh-oh, here we go. Pre-release Raichu. All right, so we are at 260,000. Is it going to get any more bids? Is this going to be it? Whew. First time ever. Here we go. First ever. Is it done bidding? Or will we see a run up? So far, no more bids. I guess she's going to give her a little spiel talking about it. Free said, do you still have the CGC one? I do. Mine's the 5.5. And then the 8 is the one that David Person has been advertising like on Instagram. I think it's available to buy if you wanted to buy it. So it's kind of crazy to see that 2 are available to purchase at the same time. This one public and the other one would be private. Drew, member for 29 months. Man, way to stick around. Here we go. All right. See if anybody does it. All right, so somebody there in person went ahead and put the bid up. 280 grand. So that's about what, 350,000? I think that's about 350. Gary in the chat, nice to have a royalty.
Personally, I think this might be one of the most incredible opportunities that we have given any of you Pokemon collectors. We've brought incredible things to you over the years, but wow.
It's too much money for me. I can't go that much right now.
You don't know when you'll have a shot at this again in the future. Again, the only one.
All right. Oh, somebody just bid 300. There's 310, so somebody cut it. Oh, 320. That puts it at 400,000. Whew. Would it make sense to lower the next bid to 270K instead of keeping? I guess people can use a cut bid. Ooh, somebody hit 340. If we get to 360, that's when it's at 450. Somebody else use their cut bid. All right, is it going to be over? Somebody got it. All right, so 450. This is what Old School called, right? I think he called 450. All right, it went past it. If you get to 400,000, that's when you're at $500,000. There it is. So it's officially $500,000 for this PSA 6 version of the Raichu, the pre-release Raichu. Somebody just hit 420. And it says it's the live. So, I mean, I assume these are people like who are in the room bidding on this thing. 420. 440. Oh, man, it's still going. So the jumps are 25K now. Or no, they're not. So is this the final bid? The retro course is why, though. I mean, there's only 3 of these things that have come out and been authenticated. This is the only one to ever been graded by PSA, as well as the only one to ever go publicly. This stamp right here, that little green stamp below his foot. Here we go. Looks like it's going to end right there, 440. Look at that. Where'd it go?
So lucky Heritage Live bidder 7164. Congratulations. You added an incredible piece to your collection.
550.
Wow. Just wow. All right. On to lot 63.
What? Email that to myself so I can get a better.
34. Advances here to 3400. Here we have Dark Charizard. This is a first edition.
All right.
Team Rocket.
There it is. $550,000. Now there's. I thought I was getting blinded over here. That light's sneaking in on my face. Man, PK says, congrats, Rusty. This means a lot. Well, I didn't win it. It wasn't me. But I'm glad to. I'm glad you guys joined in here. You know, looking at it. Man, it's kind of crazy. Let's see where this one ends. This one is interesting too. So before we go, this is over $8,000. $81.50 on this card. This is an internet bid, which that's about the price of what you would expect the PSA version of this to go for in PSA 10. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, so that one ended. Got a pristine BGS 10 Charizard GX. It's kind of all downhill for now after the pre-release Raichu. Crafty says, will you make a video on this? Maybe I need to. Backroom says, cool card, but I'd way rather buy Gold Stars. Well, I mean, if you're looking for the Torchic, you might only be buying, you know, that and a few others. So what do we got next? I don't know anything about these next ones either. Here, let me mute her for a second, see what you guys said. Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool history too. Just seeing that the pre-release Raichu, it's first public sale. We got to see it, you know, happen in live, you know, timing, I guess you could say. PK says, well, it means a lot for what yours is worth. You have the only real. Mine's the oldest one, you know, from the internet, but I think all three, you know, they originated from the same place. Insert pause home. Rusty, before you go, open up a pack or two. I don't know what pack. I mean, I am being blinded right now. I don't even know what packs I have around me. See what we got. Got some Japanese stuff. Let me see what you guys say right here. Well, I'm going to stick around for these base set boxes to see what we got going on. What do you guys think? Oh, there you go, Royalty. Heavy to light ratio is accurate. So already at what, 18.5? See if it'll go more than that. That's it's a decent price for an open box, but if you're gonna open up, that's gonna be a lot better than trying to buy it used from somebody. I can see that. I wonder if this is the same thing, verified heavy to light ratio.
11,888 and 12,000 is the bid. Now goes 13. Here we have first edition Jungle Open Booster Box, and we have verified that the heavy to light ratio is
okay. There you go. I still want to open up a first edition Pikachu out of a Jungle first edition pack. Like the Ivy one. I think that would be really cool. Open a Cosmic Eclipse. I don't have those in here. Dirty says, it's amazing to see you back live. I really miss the live streams. I might bring them back one day. I thought about bringing them back during the day if I start getting more time. But right now I'm homeschooling during the day too. So that takes up time because I have to do math for all three kids. Yeah, it sold for $550K. All right, we'll do this as the last one, and then we'll cut out. Actually, we might do the next one too. This is a really good price for the fossil uncut sheet. These are generally like 5 to 8K, but this is like 12.5. Wow, this is going up pretty good.
11,000 is the bid. Is with Heritage Live asking for 11,000 from our other bidders for this unlimited fossil uncut sheet.
Royalty said, "I'm glad they disclosed." Yeah, I'm glad that they actually put in that they were heavy in lights. I thought about bidding on the base one.
You could try that cut of 10.5.
That's a really strong price for that fossil uncut sheet. 12.5. Because they just sold, I want to say 3 of them, like all together. Their last big auction block.
16,000 asking 17.
This is the Sparkle Chrome, so this is really cool. Got the Charizard right there in the middle.
Top Chrome Series 1.
So this is over 20. You're looking at about 22, 23,000.
Chrome. Take us to 19,000.
Is this going to finish out?
The bid is not with you, Heritage Live. Come back in with 19,000 and let's advance. This is another first time offering from Heritage Live.
Look at that, 20 grand. I remember when the Sparkle Charizard, just that in a 10, it was about 20,000 or so. I don't know what it is now. I saw the Techno. The Techno had like dropped over 50% during the boom. So I imagine this one has dropped too. Gnome says, with a high ticket item like the pre-release, would you regrade with PSA to get the higher premium if you were to sell? Probably not. I'd just leave it. I think the big one behind that one is the actual story itself. 24. You can put it out there in the back in the chat back room, but I don't know. Why does that WotC uncut sheet seem so common compared to anything post WotC? Because the hammer has been laid down by Pokemon. You gotta be careful how long you wait before you bring out uncut sheets. Man, this thing it's skyrocketing.
28,000 is the bid, asking 30. It advances here to 30,000.
What does the seller get on a 400K bid?
These are not easy.
400K. They may negotiate some percentage of the buyer premium, but the buyer premium technically goes to the auction house.
28,000 is the bid. Is with the
Hopefully they negotiated a really good portion of that to also go to the seller.
See this again in the future. Heritage Live, this is your chance. Let's go 30 or use your cut of 29,000. They're winning here.
So at 28,000, you're looking at about 35 grand. So that was a pretty big item too.
6-2. Congratulations.
Yeah, that sold for $35,000. Well, just to recap, if you jumped in past a few minutes, the pre-release Raichu did finish selling for $550,000, and we got to see it in real time. Thank you guys for jumping into this live that was just done on a whim, and we got to watch history. Hope to see you guys in another video. Maybe I'll do some more lives soon. I don't know. We'll just have to see how life goes.